Today we are back with some more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky. Today we're going to be going ahead and investing more into our slaying setups. As you can see from last video, I didn't have my alt here, but it's now here. And we got the spiders working 24/7 on the cod chum, which doesn't make too much money overnight, but it makes money to make a difference at least. And I also didn't want to grind spiders manually, so now what that means, if we go ahead, look in Island Slayer, we now have zombies available because all the spiders 161,000 were killed from these two bots alone. So now we can go ahead and set up zombies, which I did come prepared for today's video for that. I spent about 10 million off camera on a stack of zombie spawners, almost 10 million. And these are going to be crucial for setting this up, of course. And we're going to build something similar to this. But yes, we'll set up the zombies here. So let's go ahead and start placing these down. As you can see, we can place them, which is perfect. And we have enough for exactly 9 stacks. So 91 in total. And if I'm gonna be honest, I do want more of these, so we're gonna buy the cheapest ones possible, which is another 9 million. And I would like to keep this consistently running on like a decent amount of Slayer bots, because we're gonna like put down the amount that are on this. I think we're gonna like take off the upgrades in here and put them onto the zombies, because they're gonna be tanking our fuel. So let's see if we can place more spawners down. We might hit our upgrade limit. We'll just have to see. Yeah, we hit our limit, so we gotta upgrade it. We're at our 250 limit. Let's go into island upgrades and increase this to 1,000 for 100,000, which honestly isn't too much. So we have a spare 15 zombie spawners, which I don't really care too much about. And if I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna remove some spawners here because we don't really need too many down. And I might even just resell some of these. We'll see. But we'll go ahead, put 25 in there for now and put some spiders in there as well. So now we're gonna build something similar to this, but for zombies. So what I want to do is build just 3 bots going around a zombie. That's pretty much it. We just need to go ahead and quickly break this system so we can get rid of these upgrades in here. I think we can access them, or we might have to even break the gravel, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, we're gonna have to break some of the gravel. We'll just put this here and put the gravel back in a moment. We'll grab out these upgrades, and then we put this down and that down. Put a link chest with white channel, and there we go. We fixed it. Put this block back, and there we go. We got the upgrades out, which is perfect. And we have exactly 3 upgrades, I think, in PV5. So we can put these all on zombies, and we're gonna be making some crispy flesh with this crafter here. We're gonna be adding rotten flesh into there to make 2 recipes at once, which is going to be fun. So we go into PV5, we grab out 3 auto slayers, go here, here, and here. Now we're going to need gravel and some stone brick, of course. So buy a stack of stone brick, and we need, I think, 6 gravel. So we go to natural and we buy 6, and then we build up to about right here, I guess should be good. And then we drop the gravel on the top, or actually let's put the upgrades in first and their designated fuel, and then we'll put the zombie in once we're ready. And then I built this system for the fuel. You're probably wondering, why is their fuel spinning around in a circle? If you realize, there is a hopper input delay, so like when you put items in here, it delays into here, so it takes its time. So I found a better solution that I've been using since last map, and that solution is going ahead, putting a teleport pad, or putting the crafter realistically over top of this water here. You could do that as well, but I used a teleport pad, so it teleports here and then spins around, and then it goes into 4 different hopper locations into the link chest, which is like 4 times the speed, I believe. So it's way more effective, and it lets you know if your system is breaking or not instead of just stacking up in one spot. So we'll grab out 3 stacks from here, and you should see it input way more than usual. As you can see, it usually would take longer to input that amount, which is actually kind of nice that it inputs really quickly. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go ahead, continue with this, get all of this in here, 1 more bot, and then we're pretty much situated. Okay, so they're all done. Now we can put their gravel in that need to go in. Okay, so I put down some blocks in the corners as well. We need 5 hoppers, which we'll go ahead and set up the first one here. And then our collection for the rotten flesh will go here as well. So we need 2 collection chests, 1 more hopper, I think, and a link chest. So the link chest will go on top of this, but we need to put a hopper first. Link chest here for the blue channel eventually. And then on top, we're gonna have a collection chest. And if I'm gonna be honest, we can make these actually better, these collection systems, because we're only using 1 hopper. We should probably use more than just 1. And then we're gonna set this to rotten flesh, and I do know that we get, I believe, iron scraps from the zombies sometimes. It's like their secondary drop, and it's not really that needed to be collected. It's money we'll lose, but it's not worth crafting it all up and whatnot. It's just not. So we'll go ahead, put this down to a blue channel in a moment. We'll just wait on that, and we're gonna break this one as well and copy the same pattern. Okay, so this one we can set to a blue channel now. We've got this copied. We just just gotta break this, put a chest, put this down, and put string and spider eye, and there we go. But now we should have double the amount of item takeout from the hoppers going down, and then double the input as well. Just doing this simple system. It's way more efficient. So we're gonna repeat the hopper pattern that we do most of the time, just so then we don't have to deal with any issues of it filling up over time and taking its sweet time doing that. So there we go. That is situated, and then we need a link chest here for the white channel. Perfect. So now where's the zombie at? Oh, the zombie despawned. Oh, it's because it wasn't getting killed. That's why. It needs to be getting killed continuously for it to not despawn. But for some reason, the Slayer is somehow hitting it from here. I don't really know. But we're gonna get this pushed into its spot, and there we go. It's now killing 3 at a time, as well as the additional magma drop kill, which is occasional, I believe. But if we take a look in here, we should be getting rotten flesh, as you can see. So now we need a teleport pad for rotten flesh. So we're gonna set one of those up. We're just gonna block off the system as per usual when we set up one of these. So let's grab out a hopper, put it on the back here, and then put a teleport pad facing this way. And we'll break this, place that. Perfect. Set it to whitelist, and then we adjust the settings as per usual. So now it's only going to pick up rotten flesh in this teleport pad, and then this teleport pad is gonna have all its settings off and no changes to its filter. So now we need some stairs and glass, which I believe I have both, but I'm gonna craft the stairs anyways. Then we'll go down here and grab out the glass, because I don't really like buying it from shop. It's kind of tedious. And I also did set my fishers back to their designated fishing progression. So right now, if I look in them, we're trying to get up past frog legs, even though we don't really need to. I might as well, so I have a collection still working here, which is fine. It's still all going into here and selling, which at the end of the day is good enough. And I got a seller bot upgrade too for specifically just this bot, so all of them have level 2 upgrades. Anyways, we need to go into shop, buy a water bucket, place it there, and then put a block and a slab. Perfect. Now our items are stocked up. We need to go ahead, fix that, and it should all be flowing in the system again, which is good enough. So now we have zombies and we have spiders going, which is perfect. The zombies are slowly climbing on their amount in there, I'm seeing, which is good because we started out with like 150 or something, so it's slowly climbing, with of course having 3 slayers at once. So far the fuel has not deteriorated, as you can see, because all the fuel's spinning around still. If it was deteriorating, it would be going in hoppers pretty much instantly, which it is not, so that's a good sign. So if we go in the crafter, we're gonna set up a new recipe in here, which is crispy flesh, which we actually need to take off glowtorch and make that our first priority. So now it crafts first, since we're getting way less rotten flesh than all the other resources. So whenever we get rotten flesh in here, it'll make it first and then go to glowberries. That is at least the plan. Let's go ahead, turn this to the blue channel and see if this is teleporting over or not. Oh, yep, the rotten flesh is in. It is most definitely working. So it's definitely working. So whenever there is the opportunity to make crispy flesh, it does it before the glowberries. Oh yeah, it does do that. Yeah, I just saw a crispy flesh going there. That's definitely how it works. Okay, so whenever we get around 20 in here of rotten flesh, it starts trying to hard focus making the crispy flesh. So that means we won't have issues with 3 items in here. That's good to know. And this is also going to get us progression towards skeletons, and it'll also get us some more island XP, which I cannot really complain about. So now what I want to go ahead and do is set up cows, which we're going to set up in this corner, I think is the idea I want to go with. And the reason I want to set up cows is not really for money, it's mostly just the food. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna just make a magma block on cow spawners and have a chest system that stocks up steak for adventure runs, so I can run adventure more often, and have a furnace going at all times, or a smoker I should say, because we're gonna use that. Now we go PV2, grab out our cows, and we might buy some more, I think is the idea I want to roll with. We'll see here in a moment. So we go into shop and we look for spawners. So we buy 4 of these for 200k. So all these should have 10, which is not bad. And we're gonna buy one more just because we need one for my PV. I don't want to not have a slot for these. It's just kind of weird. So there we go. We got the cows down. Eventually I'll get some more if I need to. So here's the plan. We're gonna have a smoker sitting right here, and then we're gonna have the collection chest go to the top. So let's go here, set this to raw beef. Okay, so as you can see, it's making the steak now, and then we put a double chest here, a hopper facing this way, and there we go. We got steak being produced. Easy as that, and the cows just sit here. Simple, simple stuff. To be fair, I think I'm gonna actually not use a link chest, and we're going to fill this chest up here with just regular old coal fuel. So we'll go ahead, build it like this, and I'm just gonna grab as much as I can whenever there's an overflow amount, because it's not gonna use a lot of coal fuel, I'm assuming. So we can just put a ton of coal fuel in here and be good. But I'll experiment overnight and see if I have to actually use a link chest or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little cut here and figure out what I want to do next, because I don't really know what I want to do. I was thinking we were gonna set up some roast turkey and stuffing, but I don't really have the farmers and all the systems prepared for that. So once I'm ready to set up something interesting, I will come back in a moment. Off camera, I did do a decent bit of changes. I did manage to make the teleport pad system way better and use less teleport pads for items. If we take a look here, there is a sign that says any items that won't be crafted into recipes. That means this teleport pad is all the items that go up to here and only need one teleport pad. I was putting multiple for some reason at some point off camera as well, which was kind of silly of me, so I reconfigured this all, and now the only items that are going to be going in here are recipe-based items. And if we look in recipes, we got cod chum to level 2 now, which is really good. I got all that going, and now we're going to work on getting crispy flesh to level 2 in the future. We currently have one recipe, and we're missing one page, which there is one page on AH, so we're going to buy that and make another recipe. So we need 2 more. So let's go ahead, craft this up, and there we go. We got that going. I won't redeem them until I have the full recipes. I think that's a better idea. Oh yeah, and I did change this up. The way items are collected in this chunk, they go into 2 different link chests with 4 different spots. So we're picking up milk buckets in this one, and then the other items, which is leather, spider eyes, string, and rotten flesh in here. Because we can only have 4 right now based off our island level is how many you can put in a collection chest. And I believe every 10 island levels you get more. I don't really know. So I think one of the best things that I got done so far is we're finally at torch flower. If we take a look here, I just barely hit it. So that means we can start setting up torch flowers. I just don't know how to set them up. So I'll maybe do the public farm area off camera for the public torch flowers. But yeah, if you guys want to farm this, you can come to my island, IS Warp Not Connor, and you can literally farm this, get all the drops for free, make a little bit of money while helping me get some island XP, which I'd very much appreciate. Our hoe is also level 80 almost. We're at 79 and a half, a little over a half. So basically, we're getting really close to having a maxed out hoe on at least its attributes that we can get. So I've been farming a lot off camera to get that going. Also, I do want to mention all the Halloween updates that have new textures or needed new textures in my texture pack are now in my Discord server. That is now updated, as well as a few other fixes for certain items. So make sure to go into my Discord, which is on my YouTube channel homepage. It should be the first link you see there, and it's clickable. But I want to set up roast turkey and stuffing is kind of the plan I'm going for. I've prepared all the seeds that we need, which is really good. We just need to go ahead and set up some harvester bots on those. From my knowledge, I only have one of the harvester upgrades, and we can buy another one for 5 million. We're gonna buy that really quick, because I try to make sure all my harvesters get me a lot of island XP, as well as, of course, just get the extra bonus of the drops potentially, because I think there's a 5% bonus on those, right? Yeah, 5% for 2 times crops. It adds up over time, so I highly recommend it if you can get those, of course. So with roast turkey and stuffing, it requires bread, cooked chicken, and harvested carrots. So what we need to figure out is where we're gonna build a smelter for the chicken itself, which will probably be over there. The bread crafter will be along here somewhere. And then the last thing we, of course, will need. And then I think the last thing we're going to need is the carrots going into here as well, which we could just put into a collection chest, which isn't difficult. So for roast turkey and stuffing, we need harvester bots, which I believe I have multiple. So we're good on those. And then we need some hoppers, which I guess we can just go along and make another line of hoppers. And for the farm area, we're gonna just build it along here because there is water already in this farm, the pitcher pod one, and it expands out 4 blocks, so it can expand out to right here along the lines. So we'll go ahead and start tilling this land, and it should turn to water tilled land in a bit here. Yeah, it's working perfectly. That means we won't need any more extra water sources for this area, which is nice, and the farms will be super compact. Okay, this one should be done as well, so we'll put a white channel. There we go. I need a little bit more iron fuel, and we should be good from there once I do this one. All right, and there we go. We're situated. Now we need to go ahead and set up some dirt, so we're gonna get that going. And then we put a grass block here and one on the other end. And there we go. Now that one's situated. We just need to get the farmland, which is just tilling the land, of course, and it should turn to the watered farmland, which is perfect. So from my knowledge, we only need a stack and a half, and I have like 2.5 stacks, I believe, almost 3 stacks, but this should be enough if I just go ahead, place all this down. Yeah, it was 1.5 stacks, so we can probably sell the rest of these seeds, but I'll hold on to them for now, and we'll start placing the carrots so we can get these growing. So now we need to make a collection system. If I'm gonna be honest, we can save some collection if we just swap this out with coal and carrots and make its own thing right here for coal. The one thing I noticed, we can just make a collection for coal right here. So we're gonna set this to coal and then take coal out of this one. And the reason we're doing that is pretty simple. We can put carrots in these two, so we can save a collection chest. So we go here, get carrots, and then go to here and get carrots. Now we have that situated. So the one thing I'm trying to figure out is where I want to put the crafting bot, and I'm thinking just right up here will be a good idea. And it doesn't really need any upgrades. It's really just gonna be for bread for the time being. So it's just gonna be a singular crafting bot. So I need another collection chest. I did place the hoppers down, so we need to go to here and search for collection, which a cheap one is 800,000. Wow, that's actually really good pricing. Okay, so we put down regular chests, and then we put down these ones and set this to wheat. So wheat goes here, and then I believe wheat goes in this one. Perfect. And then we add a hopper on the top and put a link chest for the white channel, but I gotta fill this first. So I grab some fuel. Now we just need to go ahead, put it all in. Now we just set it to bread. With 3 harvested wheat, we can make 1 bread. So we put the fuel in there, and we set this to a white channel, and now it's perfect. So right now I'm currently setting up the teleport pads. We need to have 3 down, so I've blocked this off. So right here is going to be a teleport pad, and then where's the next one? So I need my teleport pads out, which I need to buy 1 more of those. So we go ahead, place this one down, and this one down, boom. And then we place this one, and this one. Set these both to whitelist. And then what else do I set it to? Oh yeah, I got to turn this off, and this off, this off, and this off. Okay, so I turned on the bread filter in there, and then we go into this filter, and turn on the carrot, if I can find it. There we go, carrot. And then in the pitcher plant, since it's using blacklist, we turn off carrot and turn off the bread. And now it should be working again. So I can go ahead and quickly break this, let the items start flowing in again, and the system should be fine. So now we have the teleport pad situated. I just have to edit these settings, which is just turning these 3 off. That's literally it. So now they're going to be landing up here. Let's go ahead, start getting some hoppers. So I believe the bread is this one is the carrots, and then this one will be eventually the chicken once we set that up last. But we'll go ahead and preset all of the areas. So I got the hoppers for the fuel down, the crafter. Now we put stairs facing this way. We also do need to put stairs on the back and put water in eventually. Put some glass and then slabs again, and then we have to do the 3rd one. Okay, so from my knowledge, we're done with all 3. This just needs a teleport pad in a bit, which I guess we could just set up now. The cheapest one is 750,000, and we only need 1, so we're gonna block this off again. Now we're gonna set up the teleport pad here, so we'll go ahead, place it down, and then we'll adjust all the filters here, so they're off, and then we set this to whitelist, and then we filter this cooked chicken. Now I need a sign so I can remember which one it is, and now we can break this again and let everything run through. Pretty simple. We got that done really quick. I'm gonna be straightforward. I completely forgot we need a sell bot. I don't know if we have one in my PV. I do, but not an upgrade. So what I will do is probably just take the one from here for the time being, so I don't have to spend as much on a sellbot upgrade right now. That would probably be a wiser idea because we still need like a few link chests, I think, and collection maybe, so I would like to be cautious with my money right now. Okay, so we put fuel in here, fuel in there, and then we put regular fuel along here, set this to the white channel, and it should situate it now. Perfect. We need a crafter down, so we're gonna get that going. So I just set up the crafting bot. Everything is situated. As you can see, the fuel is going in. We got roast turkey and stuffing in the tier 2 crafting upgrade. Quickly, I'm just double checking the teleport pad settings, and they all look pretty good. So now we need 3 water buckets, so we're gonna set this up. Water there, and then the last spot, which is here. So water is in place. Push the items into the system. So from my knowledge, I think chickens drop a feather and egg for the extra items, so we're gonna just put those in the filter anyways. I don't really know if they honestly do drop feathers, but I do know they drop eggs. We'll start with the eggs, and then we'll see if the feathers actually drop over time, so then I can just add it to the filter. So now we just build one of these, but for chickens, and we're only gonna use 2 bots. So now we need to grab out a Slayer bot off AH, Slayer, and let's see the lowest pricing, 500,000, that's perfect. Put these down, and then we'll get their designated fuel. So I was right, we're gonna need a link chest, and the cheapest one is 1.3 3 million, so we'll buy that. So we'll have a hopper down and then facing all these hoppers into here. Then we go ahead, place a white link chest channel down. There we go. Then we'll go ahead, put a trapdoor, so in case I want to push the chickens in. The PV2, we should have some chickens, and I will buy more, most definitely with some money. We're gonna start out here and here. Boom, boom. For each chicken spawner, it's about 25,000 per, so it's not too pricey, so I don't mind going in shop and just buying them. For about 40, we got drained quite a bit, about $1 million, which I really do not care too much about, but I would like to fill this all in, so we need 30 more. Yeah, we most definitely need 30 more, so we'll just buy 30. Probably not a wise idea of how to spend my money, but I just do not care. So there we go. We got chickens working. I'm just gonna push them into the corner, and now we should be getting raw chicken just dropping. It's definitely dropping feathers and raw chicken, so we'll add a feather into here, and then we'll go here and add a feather into here. There we go. So on the back here, we're just gonna set up a simple old link chest for the red channel. So we'll put a red channel link chest right here for the cows, and then we're gonna set one up similar to this, but right here for the chickens. Oh yeah, and we can also start picking up the feathers and the eggs, and then in this one, I think we still have one more slot, so that'll be used for something different, because we have to put a whole different collection chest for smelter-based items, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So what I'm thinking for the smelter is a pretty good design, actually, for how we have this set up currently. So we need like 20 hoppers at highest. We'll go ahead, break these really quick, and then put some blocks so we can face some hoppers into here. And we'll go ahead, place these back down into their blue channels so the items don't stock up over time. One thing I did notice, by the way, this is stocking up quite a bit, but it's not overflowing as of right now, which is good. It's just we might have to get a second hopper dropper in the future, which I don't really mind, but it's something we might have to look into. Anyways, let's go ahead and get 4 smokers. Then we need hoppers feeding into the top, and then we're gonna have hoppers feeding like this, and then we're gonna have a regular chest and a collection chest. So where's the collection? Am I out of these already again? Oh my gosh, we're like burning through our money. Okay, there should be one for 1.1 million. That's good enough. Now we set this to chicken, raw chicken, and it should start flowing into, I think, at least here or here, one of the two. Yeah, there we go. Goes into the first one, and then we put hoppers facing this way. Then we go ahead, put some hoppers here, but now we go ahead, put down a link chest for red channel, and we're gonna grab the extra overflown fuel and start putting it into the hoppers. So from my knowledge, now we're gonna be getting a lot of cooked chicken. So from my knowledge, we should be getting cooked chicken into here. Yes, we are. So that means we can start the harvesters. So I've gotten all the fuel. We're gonna go ahead, start doing the carrots first. So we put this in, that in, start putting in all the fuel we need. Okay, so I set the other one up as well. They both got their upgrades in them. So now we should be getting carrots flowing in pretty quick here. Yeah, we're getting a ton. Oh my gosh, it's backlogging because of how much we had here for the time being. It shouldn't stay backlogged, but for now, it's definitely going to be backlogged because we had this all grow over time, so it was kind of bound to happen. But it should be more consistent once this has all gone through. Oh, there we go. We got a level 2 one. We already have made $5,000 from this. What? Based off of a tier 2, we get 2,187 plus the 15% bonus in the bot. So that's around, I'd say maybe 3,000 almost per one, because I think it's 2 every time it's selling right now. So we're making around like 2,500. Yeah, that's what it really looks like actually. So that's not bad money. I can't complain about that. It's just a matter of making it consistent enough to where it produces a ton more, because right now our main money source is the crispy flesh with the glow torches, and then our second best is the salmon and greens. Cod chum just doesn't make much at all. I'm surprised I got this done, and we had just enough money to really do it. We've optimized it to my liking, of course, so it's working flawlessly. But thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all the support recently, and I will see you all in the next one.